You will hear many of the money gurus and people who are pretty much smart with money say that you need to have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up in the event that something terrible happens and you lose your primary source of income. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I've been laid off before and I had nothing saved. And with that, I still don't have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up, but I do want to accomplish that. So in order for me to do that, I need to know how much money is that even that I need. So I talked to you guys in yesterday's video and I said it was something that I really didn't want to do because I don't want to know the big number. But I'm gonna go ahead and face my fears and I am going to calculate that today. So if you want to know how to figure out how much money you actually need, then just go ahead and stay tuned. If this is your very first time here, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. And I really hope that you hear something today that will cause you to hit the subscribe button, and then also make sure that you click the notification bell so that you know when I upload new content. And if you are a returning bestie, hey girl, hey, glad you are back. So let's hop into it. First things first, I want to clarify that having a 3 to 6 months savings and an emergency savings. So some people may deem that as being two different things. And to be quite honest with you, you can deem it to be whatever you want in your life. But to me, that is just what an emergency savings is. An emergency savings is having 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up. That is an emergency. But then you could also have, you could break it down how you want. You could also have like 2 separate emergency savings. So the one emergency savings can be just that 3 to 6 months of savings, or 12, whatever it is that you want. And then you can have an emergency savings. So if your car breaks down or something in your house goes out and you need to purchase that thing, you're not taking it from your living expenses fund, because that's what you need to have and not be touched. And then you can take out of that emergency and you can be able to take care of whatever it is that you need to take care of. However you want to organize it, definitely do what's best for you in your life. I use sinking funds, so that kind of takes care of me not having to dip into that. So also just want to give you a little bit more info. After I am done paying off my debt, I am going to be working towards saving 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Once I do that, then I'm going to stretch it to 9 months, and then I'm going to stretch it to 12 months. With this amount of money, you can take it and you can save it in a high yield savings account so that it is gaining interest. So now let's hop into it. I am using my new binder, you guys. Let me make sure you guys can see it. I don't know if the light is on it. Shine the light on it. Okay, so I need to go to my bills, and my bills is going to be in the front here. Now, the way that you calculate how much money you actually need is to basically calculate all of the money that you pay per month, okay? And then you multiply that by how many months it is that you want to save for. It's just that simple. In today's video, I'm only going to calculate my bills because I do not share my mortgage, and that's pretty much easy. All you do is take whatever your mortgage or rent is and you multiply it by the amount of months. So if your rent is $1,000 or your mortgage is $1,000, you multiply that by 3. You'll need $3,000. That'll be your starting point, and then you add everything else to it. Pretty simple. So I am just gonna start by calculating how much money I need for just 1 month. And how does this thing turn on? It was on. Oh, here we go. CE. Oops, sorry. So if you guys are interested in this calculator, I will have it linked down below. So first I'm gonna start with my HOA. That is $266 a month. My internet cable is $121.22. My ADT bill is $68.52. And my ADT is $12.15. Now this will eventually be deducted after I'm done paying, but right now I just want to calculate everything that I have at the current moment. Sirius XM is $6.06. Electric. Now this is a variable bill. So for my utility bills, I am going, for this specific utility bill, I am going to add $100. Now, this is never really $100, but just to make sure I'm safe, I'm just gonna say 100. And then my water bill is usually around 40 to 60 bucks every other month. So I'm just gonna say $75. I definitely wanna make sure that I am estimating up. Capital One, this is a variable bill right now. I think my minimum payment is like $77. I'm just gonna say $100. It shouldn't be $100 because I'm working on paying that off. So after a while, that 100 will decrease as well. Life insurance is $112.90. My personal loan is $133.72. Eventually, this will be deducted as well once I pay it off. Car and home insurance is $146.33. And then Amazon Prime is $16.15. 24-hour fitness is $31.99. Hulu is $2.99. Now I do want to also, let me say this. In the event, let's say that I do lose income and laid off or something like that, and you know, I don't have that paycheck coming in, I for sure will be canceling what I can cancel. It's not like gonna be where I'm like, oh, I'm still gonna have Amazon Prime, I'm still gonna have 24-hour fitness. No, everything that I can cancel will be canceled, and I'll be working just to take care of my four walls, just FYI. Solar, this is a variable bill, and this one definitely fluctuates. Sometimes it's under 100, sometimes it's over 100, so I would say 150 for this one. Gas is usually pretty good unless we're in the winter time, so I'm gonna say $75 for gas. Next is $75 for quartz. Apple, this one I'm gonna say $50. And then Netflix is $15.49. So yeah, I will cancel Netflix. Yes, I will. Trash is $110 per quarter. So for trash, I'm just gonna put $110 for the month. It's okay. And then Peacock is $19.99 for the year, so I'm just gonna add that $19.99 there. Now these are all of the bills that I have. So 4 bills is $1,688.51, which is not that bad, guys. I thought it was actually going to be worse. So what I need to do is I need to put this somewhere. So let me grab something so that I can record this number. So for right now, I'm just gonna use this to record. This is how much I need for bills, okay? I'm just gonna put how much I need for bills, and this is 1 month, okay? So this is $1,688.51. Now, we know that I would still have to buy food. I would have to drive, and so that would be $300 for food, $100 for toiletries and all that good stuff, and then I'm gonna say $200 for gas. Now I can't imagine that I will be driving many places, but if I have to like drive to job interviews or whatnot, but I want to make sure I have gas, so that's $600 for gas. So this is like my expenses. And then as far as debt and all of that, hopefully I won't have any debt, so really don't need to calculate anything there. And then savings, I probably won't be saving at the time, because this is like a situation where I just am doing the bare minimum. So now let's calculate all of this. 1688.51 plus $600. So I need every month, this is not including my mortgage, $2,288.51. Now, for 3 months, this is 1 month. 3 months is $6,865.53. For 6 months, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take 2288.51 and I'm going to multiply this by 6. 6 months is $13,731.06. Now we're going to go to 9 months, so that's 2288.51 times 9, 20,000, 596.59, and then we're gonna do a year. So that's, clear that. That's 2288.51 times 12 months, 27,000. $462.12. So that's pretty much how you determine how much money you will need to live, and that's how you calculate it. At least that's how I'm calculating mine. So if you have another way of doing it, please share. Now I just need 27. That's just on bills, okay? My mortgage, I probably need like 50K. Oh boy, but it's not as bad as I thought it was as it relates to the bills. And I will be looking at ways to definitely decrease my bills. And that is pretty much how you figure out how much money you need. Okay. So if you have any questions, make sure that you leave them down in the, I know you guys are gonna ask where I got this. I already know, everybody always wants to know. I got this from, where I get this from? I got this from Michael's many years ago. Like, cause I think they don't sell this anymore, but I got it many years ago at Michael's, and I wasn't using it consistently, and then I found it and I was like, oh, let me use it. So that's where I got this from. But that is pretty much it. It's time for me to go to work now. I will see you guys in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.